how you can build a list, create amazing content. Just create content that solves some sort of an issue. If you start to listen to the customers that you have appointments with, you'll find out that a lot of times they're asking the same types of questions. Phone calls that you get, a lot of times they're the same questions. So if you can answer that question in some sort of piece of content on your website, for every person that's calling you and asking that, there's probably 50 or 100 people that are thinking the same thing, but not calling you, right? They're still putting it into Google. They're still looking for that solution. So why not create some amazing content? Google will also reward you for creating that content with higher rankings, things of that sort. So definitely makes sense to do something like this. Share teasers of your content. This is Bo's website, but you could do this as well. If you've got a new product that's getting ready to come out, upgrade to your motorization, upgrade to smart home related stuff, all of those things you could put a page on your site, get ready, here's something's coming soon. You could also do social media ads, things like that. Watch for the new announcement. That kind of stuff is a great way to do this. Click here to get signed up, or click here to watch or be the first to be notified, those types of things. You could host an online event, something around maybe DIY or something like that. A lot of times our clients will say, we don't really want to share DIY content. We look at that a little differently. Some people, if they're on Google looking for DIY stuff, they're probably not your customer anyway. However, they might get a quarter of the way through the project and realize they need some help. In that case, you're probably going to rank well for that content, and you will be the go-to for that. So we kind of look at it from a different angle than a lot of people. But hosting an online event, great way to build your list as well. Giveaways are another thing. Everybody loves to sign up to potentially win something. The one thing I would say here is you have to be careful with what it is you're giving away. If you're giving away an iPad mini, you're going to get a lot of people signing up that just want to win an iPad mini and could care less about your service or your products. So whatever you're going to give away, if you want to go down that route, make sure it's something of value that makes sense for your business. Maybe it's a gift certificate or something like that. That would be a great example of free install or get one free. I don't know. Lots of things that you could potentially do. Just be careful that you're not giving away tickets to the ball game in town. You'll get a lot of people that just want free tickets. So be careful with that. Offering a coupon is another great way to get people to sign up. Anybody that wants to take advantage of that, obviously going to plug in their phone number or plug in their email address to save some money. This is a super easy one to do. Now, I mentioned this earlier. Don't forget to advertise your lead magnet. Once you've started to build this thing out, obviously put some money towards advertising it to get people into that top of the funnel area. They have to know about it. Here's an example of our book, just an article, a quick ad about the book that I've published. Put it into your email signature. Another great way to do it. Here at the bottom, learn how to start your own mastermind group here. This lady is a coach specifically for that type of thing, business strategist, she says. But just in her email signature, she's got a little, look for this thing. This would be a great way for you to add, download our design guide for odd shaped windows or something like that. So consider doing that as well. Really easy to set up. You only have to do it once. Create how-to videos. So I did mention this already in the online events area, but creating those how-to videos can, again, establish you as the expert. In this case, YouTube is the #2 search engine in the US. It's also owned by a company called Google, which you may have heard of. So using another Google platform only going to increase the amount of eyeballs on your business. So very great example, create how-to videos. We also have clients that do showroom tours or workroom tours. Here are some things that we are doing in our normal day. These kinds of things are great. Google loves it. They will definitely move that up in the overall list of rankings, things like that. If you do a good job and explain what you're doing, those keywords come through when you're talking. Add a sign up button to your socials. Don't forget about this. So this example is specifically for Facebook, your Facebook page, America's Best Window Treatments. You can actually sign up right there on the Facebook page for this particular service. So, don't forget about how your social media platforms give you opportunities to promote yourself as well. Make sure that you're taking advantage of those. Byline or authorship type stuff. Make sure that you're doing this on your blogs. At the bottom of every blog that you publish, don't forget to put a little blurb about who you are, why you're the expert, and then some sort of a link to a lead magnet. Again, very easy to set up. If you're using WordPress or something like that, then this is really simple to set up. Again, one time, automatically appends to every piece of content that you write. Local meetups. So if you're doing a lot of local networking, BNI, this is a group here called Experts for Entrepreneurs that is in my city. These are great opportunities for you to share your expertise and get in front of people that maybe don't need your service, but know people, customers that might need your service and could refer you in. Having some sort of lead magnet in place to offer them, when you're at these events is great. You could do a business card with a QR code on it that shoot this QR code to download our design guide, whatever it happens to be. But it all goes back to going to local meetups or even hosting a meetup yourself that brings in other business owners or just brings in potential customers is another great opportunity for you. Exit intent. So this is a software thing you can do on your website. When somebody goes to leave your website, they go to hit the back button, they go to hit the X on their browser, those kinds of things. There are softwares out there that can do something like this. This is a client, Superior Sun Solutions, where it pops up and says, hey, you want to save $100? Just fill out this form. This works great. And again, building your list of potential people that maybe don't need your work or your business right now. And especially if their intent was already going to hit the back button or the X, right? They were looking at your site for some reason, but they weren't ready to engage. This helps them move that along a little bit, or at least gets a way for you to figure out how that you can reach out to them down the road. This is a great way to do that. QR code to an opt-in. I mentioned this earlier. If you have a flyer or a business card or something like that, specifically goes to that free item. If you're doing maybe a local home show or something, a simple flyer with a QR code would be great because people are busy, right? They're coming to your booth, they're grabbing some stuff and off they go, or maybe they talk to you, but then they go on. Having that something that they can quickly engage with later on or at that particular point is very great way to do things. Now, one thing I say don't do is just put a button on your site that says, click here to sign up for my newsletter with no offer of value, no explanation, anything beyond that, just some sort of button. And I see this a lot. So don't just put that there because who's going to come to your site and think, gosh, really wish I had a newsletter from these guys. There might be a few, but it's not going to be many. If you did the same thing, but you offered them something, a coupon, download of a PDF, one of these things that we've talked about in exchange, then suddenly they're more likely to do it, right? Because again, they're exchanging value to them. Their email address has some value to it.